Midday, we begin with breaking news. The FBI is currently conducting an investigation at the offices of Portsmouth State Senator Luis Lucas. Drone 10 is live above one of the locations off of County Street. Looks like right now we cannot get to that, but we first told you about this breaking news on wavy.com. We have all of the information there, as well as the Wavy Plus app. We also have live team coverage on this situation. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is on the scene at Lucas's main office. He's working to find out exactly why this probe is happening and what agents are looking for. Do we have Andy live right now? Okay, Andy.
Yes,
Andy,
I'm here.
What are you
Julia,
finding out?
Julia, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, this is what we have been reporting since 11:30, is that when we spoke with Lisa Lucas Burke, she said about an hour before, and that was around 11:30, an hour before 10:30, that FBI showed up in force. There were a lot of agents out around that black truck. They have since disappeared. We are told that this is what we are calling a court-approved event, where they are coming in and they are looking at Luis Lucas's office building over here, and also the cannabis shop over here, which has family relations to Luis Lucas as well. This is Cassandra Temple. Cassandra, can you come talk to me real quick? Cassandra Temple, I spoke with her earlier. She had said that obviously she's not going to come over here now, but she said and confirmed that this was a court approved event that was happening. Now, Wyatt Young, photographer here, and I were over on the side when all of a sudden Lisa Lucas Burke, who is the daughter of Luis Lucas, got out, and we were asking her, we were saying, what's going on here? What does this have to do with the cannabis shop, and what does this have to do with Lucas Enterprises? This is what she had to say.
I appreciate it.
Does it have to do with the business here or the cannabis shop?
I don't know.
She didn't know, and right over above the tent there, that's the cannabis shop there. My colleague Ethan is going to be over there to report from there, but you can see this is really kind of eased down than what it was 30 minutes ago, when everyone, there had been 30 FBI employees out here wearing the FBI jackets and everything, but everyone is still trying to figure it out. There was a report that people were taken out in handcuffs, and also that this may be centered on the cannabis shop. We are still trying to learn more information on that, but the FBI personnel clearly getting ready to leave here, Julia. But that's the latest on this side. Also, workers were told that they were going to be allowed back in once the FBI had taken care of their business, that this was not going to be a total shutdown of the business. We have not seen any large boxes with documents or anything like that coming out. Here comes a Lucas over here, Wyatt. Lucas Transportation has been busy taking some of the people that some of the patients that are here. They are in the process, we were told, of taking care of some of those people and making sure that they are okay, but there has been no real serious situation, no guns drawn or anything like that. We have another FBI agent going back into the building, but if you remember my last broadcast at 11:30, I mean, they were everywhere. I mean, the FBI agents were in force. We're still trying to find out all the details about what led to this. But I'm getting a lot of tweets from people saying, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What is Senator Lucas? What's going on with her? What we can tell you is that she was here and she left, but Lisa Lucas Burke was left behind, and we spoke to her and had I would consider, under the circumstances, a good lengthy interview, but she is, as she told us, she's in the dark. I don't know what's going on. Julia?
Andy, thank you for painting us a picture of what's going on there. He mentioned a broadcast at 11:30. You can find that information on wavy.com. And we are going to continue our team coverage on this breaking news. As Andy mentioned, Lucas owns Cannabis Outlet on High Street, which is not far from her office there. We also saw agents at that location. So we're going to go out to 10 on your side's Ethan Krauss. That's where he's joining us live. Ethan?
Yeah, Julia, you heard Andy mention the cannabis outlet. That is the store that is co-owned by State Senator Lucas. I'll go ahead and step out of the way so you can get a look at the scene that is here right now. Now, as we said, this store has been co-owned by State Senator Lucas since it opened back in 2021. You can see that this is just as close as we can get right now. The FBI has blocked off the entire parking lot. Since we've been here, I've counted at least 10 law enforcement vehicles that are parked in this parking lot. You can even see a green tactical FBI vehicle parked just in front of the store. And since we've arrived, we've seen agents coming in and out of the store, and there have been agents collected all in the parking lot here. It looks like they've since gone inside or have collected near one of the other vehicles, but they have been out and about here in their tactical gear, as we said, coming in and out of the store as they continue their investigation. Now, on the note of that investigation, there is still much that we are working to confirm what it is exactly that they're looking for, whether they have been going in and taking anything out of the store. You heard Andy mention possible detainees. We are working to get that confirmed as well. But since we've arrived, there has been a large collection of residents just across the street. They've just been watching all of this as it's been unfolding just across the street, as we said. We spoke with a few of those residents, some of them saying that it was just shocking for them to see the FBI out here in Portsmouth investigating State Senator Lucas. One of those residents mentioned that she previously worked with State Senator Lucas. We'll be looking to hear from her more coming up later on Wavy News 10. But as we said, many details that we are still working to get confirmed. As soon as we get those details worked out, we'll bring them to you live, both here on air and online on wavy.com. Live in Portsmouth, Ethan Krauss, 10 on your side.
Ethan, thank you. We do know Senator Louise Lucas is the highest ranking senator in the Democratic Party in Richmond. Looking into her background, we have Collett joining us now with Senator Lucas's history as a lawmaker. Katie.
Julia, Senator Louise Lucas is one of the most well-known names in politics in the Commonwealth. Voters elected Lucas to the Senate in 1982. Her district is District 18. That covers areas in both Portsmouth and Chesapeake. She is chair of the Finance and Appropriations Committee. Senator Lucas is also on the Committee of Commerce and Labor, Education and Health, as well as the Rules Committee. She began her political career as a city council member in Portsmouth, which is her home city. Again, we are still working to find out why the FBI is at our offices right now in Portsmouth, but we are going to continue working this story for you. Collett, 10 on your side.